Annie came home from work. First of all, she decided to greet her daughter and went into her room. To Annie's surprise, Kim was sitting at her laptop instead of doing her homework. Annie asked what was the matter. In response, Kim said she's already a good student. Sometimes you don't have to do work, she said. Always think about the consequences of your actions, Kim, Annie said and left the room. She knew that her daughter was a good student, but Annie understood that even a small oversight can lead to serious consequences. The next day, Annie and Kim went to visit their grandmother. Grandmother was very fond of growing indoor flowers, and Kim was madly in love with one of the flowers. Kim was happy when her grandmother decided to give her this flower. But her grandmother warned that the flower is very delicate, and even a minor oversight can lead to its death. Kim nodded happily in response. She was confident that taking care of the flower wouldn't be a problem. As in her studies, Kim worked hard to take care of the flower. Seeing this, Annie was glad. She hoped that her daughter would be more responsible and wouldn't make the mistake as with homework. Kim was delighted with the flower. She admired it every day. It seemed to her that there was nothing more beautiful than its flowering. Once, before going to school, she left the window open. She wanted to fill the room with fresh air. But upon returning home, Kim noticed that the flower wilted. Coming closer, she saw that the plant was dead. Kim was very upset. She didn't understand why it died. Annie immediately entered the room. She immediately began to console her daughter. "Why did it die? I gave it everything it needed," Kim said, wiping away her tears. "You didn't close the window before leaving. Such a small oversight led to its death despite your best efforts." Kim started making excuses. She said that all weekend she sat with the windows open and this didn't affect the plant in any way. Then her mother explained that Kim's door to the room was open and the capricious flower died from the draft. "Always think about the consequences of your actions, Kim," Annie said. And then Kim remembered what her mother had said about homework. Kim realized that she had been wrong. Although before, she didn't even think about the cost of her actions, Kim has learned a bitter lesson. Seeing how upset her daughter was, the next day Annie handed her a gift. It was the same kind of flower. Kim didn't believe her happiness. "I believe that this time you won't let it die," Annie said with a smile. Before you do something, always think about the consequences of your actions, because even a small oversight can spoil everything else.